domination. And they're together to stop Jacob forever receiving that promise that we read in Genesis, the 25th chapter. Let's go to how they inhabited Rome. What chapter and verse you're in?
Jasher, chapter 61, verse 24.
Hold on, let me get it with you. Hold on. It said 61 and 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment. $61. That's where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm using the screen here, so apologize for this. Okay. Let's go there.
Jasher, chapter 61, chapter 24. And the children of Kittim saw the veiler of Zaphon, and the children of Kittim resolved, and they made Zaphon king over them.
They made Zaphon king over them, so now we see Zaphon getting rulership in Greece. Before that, Esau was not in Greece. Esau was held captive in Egypt for a little time, Zaphon, after the war between Jacob and Esau. Then he fled into Africa to get a band of men to fight against Jacob. They dare fought against Jacob. So he had to go someplace else. He went over the Mediterranean eventually and got into Chittim and became over their armies. Read.
And he became king over them. And whilst he reigned, they went to subdue the children of Tubal and all the surrounding islands.
They went to do what?
And they went to subdue the children of Tubal and all the surrounding islands.
So once he got in charge, he starts subduing Tubal and all the islands around them. Did I pull out Tubal early on this? Tubal is Spain. Tubal is also, hold up, let me get Tubal, excuse me, 1 second here. One moment. Tubal, is Armenia. Wanted to make sure I got a chart here. Tubal is Armenia, parts of Russia. So now they subduing things with their armies like they do, and once they destroy the people, they start bringing their people in. So whose brothers are hearing about this? You know he's sending word back to his brothers that he's over this area, and he's using them in his armies. They subdue the area, then they start moving in, and slowly but surely take over. Okay, that's how Alexander the Greek did it. That's how Alexander the Greek's father did it. They get in through their armies and through warfare, because the Most High, the only blessing that Isaac could give Esau was the blessing through the sword. He says, listen, I can't give you anything because your brother took everything. But the only blessing I can give you is that you're going to live through the sword. You will be good with weaponry. That's in Genesis, the 27th chapter. You'll be good with weaponry. So that's how they get land. That's how they get power and resources, through war. Through war. And the top family they use is Amalek. So they put the Rothschilds in place. The Rothschilds end up turning the whole world into a bank system with money and taking all the resources out of the earth so they can control the people with finances, and they use the money to bankroll armies to take over. It's the same game they played way back when. They ruled through war. That's the seed of Esau. Look how Zaphon is getting power. He's not getting power through his mental prowess. He's getting what you would call stature in the earth due to his understanding of war. That's how he's getting power. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 25. And there King Zaphon went at their head and made war with Tubal and all the islands.
All the islands.
And they subdued them. And they returned from the battle. And when he returned from the battle, they renewed his government for him. And they built for him a very large palace for his royal habitation and seat. And they made a large throne for him.
They made a large throne for Zepho. Why they don't teach about Zepho in history? He was great. They go straight to Alexander the Greek. There would be no Alexander the Greek if it wasn't for Zepho. That's Esau's grandson. He started it. Read.
And Zepho reigned over the whole land of Kittim and over the land of Italia.
Over the land of what?
Over the land of Italia 50 years.
And he ruled over the land of Italia for 50 years. That's Italy. That's Rome. That's Rome. See that? They want to hide this. They never thought that the children of Israel would figure this out. They want to hide under all these different fictitious names in the earth, then claim to be the Jews. When it's clear through history, through biblical history, that they are the seed of Esau. Now they're at the end of the world now. They have to finish this battle. They have to fulfill the promise of their father Esau to exterminate Jacob. That's what it's all about. Zepho had a spirit on him. He was nonstop. Every place he went, he wanted to link in with the armies to kill Jacob. And you know what? Through secret societies, they kept that going. Through bloodlines, they kept that promise of Esau going. They tell them, don't ever let the people know who we are, because they'll see us coming. They can think we're anybody. But if they know we're Esau, they'll go against us. They will go against us. And I want to put this out there because another thing is, when it comes to all the Edomites or the Caucasians, a lot of them have a different judgment than Amalek. A lot of them have a different judgment than Amalek. Okay? And they really need to examine helping Amalek with anything. I want to get some scriptures on that. Examine before you help Amalek with anything. Okay? Amalek is the Jewish people today. Okay? Now, they are the people that are right now funding the divisions in the earth to keep rulership. They fund the white man against the black man thing. Okay? If you do history, we found out that it was the Jewish factions that financed and promoted the Ku Klux Klan and put them in the public arena for all the eyes can see. There was a video that was made early when Moving Pictures was made on the KKK. Who created Moving Pictures? Amalek, the Jewish people. So they wanted to fuel this racism. No sooner as the people started marching in civil rights, they got their hand in that. It took years before there was actually a black president over the NAACP. That was Jewish and government funded by the Jewish people. See, they fund both sides. And what they do is they screen what comes out media-wise from these groups. And they color them any way they want. They color them any way they want through the media. They own the media. And I'm saying this because we have to get over this thing where we're just battling each other because they want that. They want this thing. They created all these things. They created this thing with promoting homosexuality through the airwaves. They created that. They need these little divisions so that no one can pay attention to what they're doing. And I'm putting this out there for the people that are under the seeds of Esau. We're not teaching this to go against Edomites or to go against white people. We're not doing that because we showed in one video that if Esau followed the commands of Cornelius, you'll be fine. You'll be